Hello and welcome. My name is Debbie Reed. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Kingston, Idaho. And today I have a really cute card to show you. It's actually this card from the Basket of Bloom stamp set. We're going to be using this piece of foliage. We're going to be using the pot, the flower, this little tie, and we're also going to be using the dry brush stamp set that's new in the catalog, and we're using a die from the Someone Special stamp set. I'll show you all the supplies and we'll get started on the card. We're going to be using a card base that's the new Bumblebee in color cardstock. We're going to be using a Whisper White for the inside, a piece of Designer Series paper that's from the flower pack, from the Designer Series paper pack Flowers for Every Season. We're using a piece of Bermuda Bay. We're using a die cut from the Stitch dies, already pre-cut. This is the die. These are the little dies to make the little flowers that we're going to be putting in the set. And I also cut another strip of Designer Series paper for the inside of the card. Let's get started on the card. The first thing we're going to do is fold the card base in half. And I do love this Bumblebee paper. Oh, I don't think this this one's cinnamon. I'm sorry. It's not the Bumblebee. The Designer Series paper is the Bumblebee color. This is the cinnamon. Okay, we're going to put this aside. The first thing we're going to do is take our little strip of paper, and we're going to be using some Old Olive, Early Espresso, Pool Party, and our new in color, the Magenta Madness. So the first thing we're going to do is take our little pot, our little flower pot, and we're going to use the Early Espresso. I'm going to ink this up and stamp this right there. And then we're going to take the little flower from the set. We're going to use the Magenta Madness. We're going to stamp 2 flowers. All right, and we're going to put that aside. You would color the flowers and you would color the base. I'm not going to do that on the video. I already pre-did. I used the blends, the light Bermuda Bay to color the pot, and I used the light Magenta Madness in the blends to color the flower. So we're putting this aside for the moment. Then we're going to take this little die cut piece, and we're going to take the stamp that is the dry brush. We're going to ink that up in Pool Party. And then you're going to need a scrap piece of paper because we are going to stamp off. And I just happen to have one right here. So we're going to stamp this off and give it a nice press because I really just want just a light background wash. So then we're going to take our stitched paper and we're going to just lay it on here. Just like that. Then take your paper and give it a nice light press. Not a super heavy because we want just a light background. Okay, that should be good enough. Flip this over and beautiful, just what I wanted. Okay, now you're going to take this piece and you're going to take that same plant pot that we just stamped, and we're going to take our sentiment, the Miles Apart But Still in My Heart. Let me wipe that off real quick. I'm going to ink this up. I'm going to stamp the sentiment first so that I know where to line the pot up. So I'm going to just put this right here on the bottom. And then we're going to take the plant pot and ink that up. And I'm going to place that, whoops, I just dropped it. Okay, we're going to place the we're going to place the plant pot in this little area right here. I'm going to put it about right there. And then we're going to take our leaves from this set and we're going to use the Old Olive. Going to stamp So I want to put the fronds on this plant pot some lower and some upper. So kind of decide which way you want to go. I think I'm going to go this side upper. So I'm taking this little leaf right there, this one, and I'm going to put it on the top of the plant pot. So right there. Then we're going to ink it again. And this time I'm going to put it down a little bit. So I'm going to have one of these outer leaves hang off of the pot. About right there. Okay, then you would color this. So I went ahead and I already did one just to speed things up so you don't have to watch me color, which takes some time. And on camera I don't do that because my head usually gets in the way. So now this is where the fun part comes in putting this card together. The little plant pot that we stamped, then you would color it. Then after you color it, you would take this little, let me show you this little piece. So we're just pretending this is already colored. Then you would take the early espresso again, and you're going to ink this little twine stamp, and you're going to just stamp this just across the pot. Just like that. And then you would fussy cut it out, and hence we already have this piece. Then the little flowers, you're going to actually cut those out with the punch. And the punch is the little small bloom punch. It lines up just perfectly. And you're just going to color these with the blends and then just punch this out, just like that. And then you will end up with these two flowers. All right, and now we're going to assemble this. So I already put dimensionals on the back of this little flower pot. I'm going to take the dimensionals off the back. All right, and then we're going to just put this right on this little pre-stamped pot to cover those little stems because don't want those showing. And then we're going to take the little tiny flowers that I told you I punched with the little special someone, and I already put those on my glue dot. So I'm going to take these off the glue dot, and I'm going to just kind of sporadically place these on the card just to give it a little extra color. And take a little one and put it over here, and take another big one, and I'm going to put it up here, about like that. Then we're going to take the two that we punched that are colored, and I put those on a glue dot. I'm going to put one up here, about like there, and I'm going to take another one, and I'm going to put it coming off of the pot somewhat, like there. There we go. Then I took the little yellow pearls. We're going to just put those in the center of this little flower on each one. It's coming alive already. Okay, now we're going to just layer all of our papers. So we're going to take this and put it on top of the Bermuda Bay. And my glue, just put a little bit of glue around the perimeter of this. I shouldn't have put my pearls on yet, but oh well, it'll still work. Okay, we're going to glue this down. And all of the sizes and dimensions will be in the link below. Okay, there we go. Then we're going to put this onto our designer series paper. This is the Bumblebee. And once again, this paper is called Flowers for Every Season. So one side's very florally, and the other side is geometric, different. So you have a floral pattern, a lot of pretty papers in this pack, but I just like this more simple. So then we're going to put this on the card base. more glue. This little stamp set is really cute. There's lots of things you can do with this set. So this one I was inspired from the inside of the catalog, just made a couple changes, but this is in the catalog, designed somewhat like this. And that is the outside of the card. Now the inside of the card, I took the little flower and the sentiment in a little strip of the paper. So we'll do that real quick. So I take the paper, and instead of gluing the piece of the strip of paper, I'm going to glue this piece. That way I can still cut the paper, trim it, and not get glue all over my scissors. So I'm going to just lay this here, just like that. Now, because we glued the paper and not this strip, when you flip it over to cut it, you're not going to have glue on these edges. So we're going to just trim this off right there and right there. And then we're going to take our sentiment in the Magenta Madness. And this one will be stamped on the top. And this says, "Love is what makes us family." So I'm going to put this right there. Okay, and then I'm going to take that other little flower and just stick it right above the family, just to give it just a little bit of something cute. And then we're going to take this and glue this on the inside of our card. Just like that. This is our card. I hope you will give this a try. It's very fun and a very easy card to put together. And there we have it. This is the one we made. This is the one I made before, and this is the one we just made together. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, give it a thumbs up. I hope you will buy this stamp set. It is a cute stamp set. And thank you so much for watching. If you did like the video, please subscribe, give it a thumbs up. I'm trying to move myself along here. I have another video up and coming that's going to be a simple SIP card that stands for Stamp, Ink, and Paper, and I hope you'll stay tuned to watch that one as well. Have a great day. Thank you so much. Bye.